This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Identitech, TFG, David Mannion, Mark Ventura, Kurt David, Will E., Steve Aldersley, Jason Bates, at HawkGirlVideo69 on Twitter, Mason Frost, Matthew McLaughlin, Andres Claisel, Ray Schuster, and B Jabber for sponsoring this video, supporting me, my family, the channel. I appreciate it immensely, and I hope you all enjoy the video. We're back in action, everybody. Here we are back on the David Bowie projection screen. So we took a little bit of a break with the last poll number 23. We did Forever Changes by Love. Really nice album. Now we're back here with the next David Bowie album. I have not done a follow-up for Diamond Dogs as of yet, so I can't really comment a ton on Diamond Dogs. So I'll save that for the follow-up. That'll be probably coming out very soon. But yeah, how many Bowie albums do we have left now, including this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going into Pixies. Pixies R.E.M. Elliott Smith is going to be a really fun trajectory, I think. So, yeah, very excited for this one here. Got a little bit of Blue-Eyed Soul, Philly Soul, some R&B, interesting departure. That'll be kind of like an interesting transition into Station to Station, I believe. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions on my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. For $5 a month, you can get access to unedited reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. That's April 2021. And including this video, I believe that brings us up to 39 reactions. And then you also get a shout out at the front of the video. So everyone that you heard listed at the front gets access to my unedited reactions. If you want to just jump in at a $1 per month level, that's also fantastic. You get access to voting in the polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums. Breaks up the monotony of these artist binges, discography binges, and just kind of injects interesting one-off albums into the mix. So if you want to support the channel, that would be the place to go. Also, if you want to support the channel, I have an affiliate link in the description for NordVPN. Happy to be affiliated with Nord. I've been using them for probably 3 to 4 years at this point. They reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be affiliated with them. So I have an affiliate link in the description. You can get access to a nice deep discount on NordVPN subscription, and it helps the channel out as well. So that's all I have for plugs. Here we are with Young Americans, 1975, which is 1 year. May 1974 was Diamond Dogs, and then March 75 for Young Americans. So 1 year later, we have Young Americans. Yeah, like I said, I'm very interested to see how this bridges over to Station, because that had an ounce of funk in it. Like the actual Station to Station track had I don't know if I'd say funk. It definitely had maybe a disco vibe. It was a little more upbeat. Then you obviously have TVC15 has a little bit of that as well. Golden Years. So there's definitely shades of funk on Station to Station. And I'm curious to see if this is a little more like art rock in that way, or if it's just more like basic soul stuff. So yeah, 40 minutes. We have 8 tracks, one of which is Across the Universe. I assume just a cover of the track. John Lennon was involved with the performance on this one, I suppose. Interested to see how that will be different. Kind of a more soulful cover of it, I suppose. I don't think I have anything else to add. I think we're just going to go ahead and hop right on in. First track, Young Americans.
A young American, right through the picture window, she finds a slinky vagabond. He calls as if all night. She wants a young American, yeah. All right, but he wants a young American. President Nixon, do you remember the bills you have to pay?
Well, golly, that's pretty good. Um, I like the. It definitely is in a similar vein to the Station to Station stuff, but it's not as art rock, which I was kind of expecting, obviously. Very palatable though. Like super. I can see why people might not. I mean, I'm only one song in, but people might not regard this album quite as much as other ones. But I think it's very easy. It's an easy album to listen to, which is cool. Which is cool. Let's keep going. Win.
Driving and you're on the wheel. Slow down. Now your smile is spreading thin. See, I'm fresh on your peel. Should not be allowed to start. All you've got to do is win. I'm not supposed to win. All you've got to do. All you've got.
Pretty good. Um, yeah, I can see, like, especially coming off the glam era, this is very restrained. This is very held back, but I really like that in a lot of ways. Because I've said before that his more down to earth, melancholy stuff is some of my more favorite. Um, Granted, these aren't genres that I gravitate towards regularly, ever at all. Um, but I'm liking the vibe of this one. Really nice saxophone, good mixing. Yeah, I'm digging it. Fascination. Oh no.
Stand still. Got to use the nation moves. Something in me. Fascination. I'm walking. Seems that everywhere. Takes a part of me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fascination comes around. Coming around. Fascination.
It was fun. I think maybe it was a tad too long. Got a little stale after a while, but it was kind of fun. For like funk is really hit and miss with me. Sometimes it just kind of is grating. Other times I'm kind of like, oh yeah. This was sort of right in the middle. Good production and instrumentation yet again. Always usually sounds good on Bowie albums. I like Win a little bit more though, just subjectively. Right?
Taking it all the right way, keeping it in the bag. Taking it all the right way, taking it, keeping it in the bag. Hey, hey. Taking it all. All the right way, in the bag, in the bag. Taking it all the right way, all the right.
Well. Kind of torn on that one. It was kind of like uncomfortable. I think that was on purpose though. It was like an anxious kind of song. I might like Fascination like a little bit more, but I think Wright did some pretty cool stuff as well. I don't know. It's really hard to put my finger on exactly what that track was doing, but I don't know. It's very close to Fascination in terms of how much I like it, though, because it's shorter. It didn't like overstay its welcome. Interesting instrumentation and production as well. Still really good. Yeah, it's weird. This album has been exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it's also surprising me. Kind of hard to say why that is. Somebody up there likes me.
Oh, divine, your soul shines, breaks the night. Sweet, sweet. So divine, your soul shines. If your eye had on your soul, and your hand on your heart, he said, don't hide your soul. Keep your hand on your heart. Don't hold it, babe.
Least favorite one so far. It was just a little bland and very long, very repetitious. Yeah, it was more of just like a bland chord progression. It's like there's been other way better songs than that on here so far. That was just kind of a dud to me. Yeah, not really a whole lot to say about it. Across the universe, eager to see how this sounds.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. Nothing's gonna change my world. Broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me. Nothing's gonna change my world. Waves of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing changes my world. Nothing's gonna change.
Um, you take a fantastic psych single, you strip out all of the psych from it and put just generic soul R&B over it. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, that was not what I was expecting, and it did not hit very hard at all. Yeah, why was that? Why? Can you hear me?
Once we were lovers, I was your man. Don't hear me, can you feel it right? Take it right. What do I find? Harder to fall. I can't. Can you feel me inside? I do. Show your love. Show your love. Why don't you take it? Get it right. Why don't you take it?
I like it more than Somebody Up There Likes Me. Still just like a tiny bit bland. I like the slower pace though. Like I said earlier, like that's why I like Win. Because I like when he takes his time. It's just when it's like plotting that it's a little, plotting. I don't know. Okay. Last track, Fame. I know people tend to say this one is a good one. Let's see.
Makes a man take things over. Let's what you get is no tomorrow. I reject you first. Fame, fame, fame.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Aside from like how repetitive it was, I think it was fine. That definitely leads more into like what's coming up on Station to Station, I think. That was a bit more kind of like with Right, it was just a little like odd. You kind of put the odd tracks at the end of each sides of the album, which was interesting. Wasn't necessarily a favorite though. Wasn't a favorite. Young Americans. Young Americanos. It's okay. It's okay. I can't even really compare this to Diamond Dogs at all. It's like not the same artist. This is when he started shape-shifting like crazy and no one could stop him. Young Americans win. Man, there's not a lot that I liked here. Liked. I would say Young Americans and Win are my favorite. Fascination and Right were okay. Somebody Up There Likes Me, Across the Universe. Yeah, the B-side was a little rougher, I think. Can You Hear Me was okay, not as good as Fascination or Right. And then Fame, I'm really torn on because it just was a little methodical and not very dynamic. Yeah, I can see why, this is not like considered like among his best, but it is a cool insight into like this transition because it's such an abrupt shift from Diamond Dogs the year before. And I know that like he did David Live in 74, which if I'm looking here, does it have anything from this album? It doesn't. But it says it does have some soul in it. I don't know. Were there any tracks in here that were more soulful? Just looks like a bunch of older stuff. So I don't know. Maybe David Live is a bit more of a insight into the transition, but this definitely is like a huge transition away from Diamond Dogs as far as tone, genre, and it's way closer to Station to Station that will come next. But it was fine. It was fine. I don't regret listening to it. Young Americans and Win, I'll probably revisit at some point in the future as far as Bowie tracks that I like to listen to goes. But the rest I can kind of take or leave. It was just an interesting snapshot more than something that stands on its own 2 feet, I would say. Anyway, that is all I have for this today. Young Americans done. Things to plug yet again, of course, patreon.com/Alex Haitz, and over there if you want to support the channel, $1 a month, access to polls, $5 a month, unedited reactions and shoutouts. Also got to plug the Discord, link in the description for that. Got about 160 members over there, people talking about music discussion, recommendations, tops or charts, memes, controversial topics, real talk, fishing bots. Yeah, we got it all, man. We got it all. So head on over there if you want to join the community of people who like to talk about me. Well, they don't talk about me, I bet. I'm very, like I said in the last video, I'm rarely the topic of conversation over there, but that's fine. I prefer it that way. Yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you're all doing well. Stay tuned for Let's Dance, which will be next week. And in the meantime, live streams, song reactions. Got to post some follow-ups soon. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you're all well. I'll catch you next time, and until next time, Godspeed.